Hari Om to all the iLeads. Welcome to Katha story session. Let us begin today's session with a prayer. Antar Jyotihi Bahir Jyotihi Pratyak Jyotihi Parat Parah Jyotireva Jyotihi Swayam Jyotihi Atma Jyotihi Shivosmyaham Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namaste everyone. So let us listen to the story related to friendship. The story's name is A False Friend. Once upon a time, there lived a prince. He was very fond of going for hunting expeditions. He was always accompanied by other hunters and servants. One day, the prince planned a hunting trip in a dense forest. Next day, early in the morning, everyone left for the hunting trip. The prince was riding on his favorite horse. In his enthusiasm, he rode further away from the hunting party. He tried to search and find the way out of the forest. But the more he looked for a way out, the more deeper he went into the dense forest. By late evening, the prince realized that he could not find his way in the dark night. He decided to wait for the dawn. So the prince tied his horse in a grove of trees. He himself climbed on the highest branch of a tall tree. As he was sitting and listening to the sounds of the forest, he heard some noises. He looked down and saw that a lion was chasing a bear. To save his life, the bear climbed the same tree on which the prince was sitting. When the prince saw the bear climbing up the tree, he went white with fright. When the bear reached the highest branch, he was also shocked to find a man up there. When the bear saw the prince's frightened face, he said, "Do not be afraid of me. I am not here to harm or eat you up. I am here for the same reason as yours, to save my life. A lion is after my life. You can stay atop the tree so so can I. And both of us can save our lives from wild animals. Believe me, I won't harm you. I am your friend." The prince believed the bear, and both of them sat safely up on the tree branch. Then the kind bear said, "Look, you look very frightened and tired. You can lean on my back and sleep." The prince was feeling very sleepy, so he decided to follow the bear's advice. He fell into a deep sleep as he leaned on the bear's back for the support. As the prince was sleeping, the lion came under the tree. He called out the bear, "Hey bear, are you up there to save your life? I will tell you another way to save your life. I can see a human being sleeping on the branch with you. Push that young man from the tree. When he falls to the ground, I will eat him up. Then you can come down the tree and feel safe, as I won't eat you up." But the bear said, "No, I won't do that. The prince has become my friend. He trusts me very much. I cannot betray his trust at all. You know, only to kill and harm others. Go away from here. After a few minutes of argument, the lion went away. Nearly 3 quarters of night was over. The prince had enjoyed a sound sleep. He woke up with a start when he heard a wild wolf's call. He realized where he was and how the bear had stayed awake and given support to him so that he could enjoy a good sleep. He felt thankful to the bear, so he said, I have had enough sleep. Now it's time for you to relax. You can lean on my back for the support and go to sleep. Soon the bear was asleep. A while later, the hungry lion came under the tree again. He said, Hello, young man. I have been hungry for the last 3 days. Whenever you come down the tree, I will attack you and eat you up. Now, if you wish to save your life, I have a way out for you. The prince was already scared at the sight of the lion. When the lion offered a way for the prince to save his life, the grateful prince stammered, "Ha, ha, how can I save my life? What I have to do?" The lion said, All you have to do is push the bear down the tree. I will eat him up. Then I will not attack you. That way your life will be saved. The prince became sure that the lion was telling the truth. He became selfish as he wanted to save his own life. So the prince turned and pushed the bear off the branch. The bear woke up, and as he was falling down, he held on to the another tree branch and hung on it. Then he accused the prince, I made you my friend, but you betrayed me. You are a false friend. You tried to save your own life and put my life in danger. I curse you that you will go mad at this very moment. You will remain the same till the day you narrate the story of your false friendship with your own mouth. Then the lion went away. The bear also went off as he climbed down the tree. The prince was left alone on the tree. A while later, the prince climbed down the tree. He was walking 2 steps ahead and 1 step back. Then he tried to jump and started scratching himself like a monkey. As he was jumping around this way, some of the members of his hunting group saw him. They rushed to rescue their prince, but to their dismay, they saw that the prince was behaving very strangely. He laughed one moment and cried in the next. The bear's curse had come true. The prince had gone mad. None could make out why the prince is behaving this way. Soon the soldiers took the prince back to the royal palace. The king was shocked to see his handsome son behaving so strangely. A few days later, when he did not become normal, the king began worrying. He called the royal physician and asked him the remedy. But even the royal physician could not find out what was making the prince behave in such a foolish manner. Some days later, the king announced that the physician from all over the kingdom must come to check and see if they could cure the prince. Many physicians arrived and tried many diagnoses and medicines, but there was no improvement in prince's condition. The king, the queen, the ministers, and the people of the kingdom, everyone was sad and worried to see their prince in such a sorry state. Then a minister told the king about a great scholar named Varuchi. He had the power of learning and knowing about a person's past, present, and future. Surely he would be able to delve into the prince's past and tell what had happened to him. The king sent ministers and a grand chariot to fetch Varuchi. Soon the great scholar arrived at the royal palace. He went to the prince's chamber and saw his antics. Then he said a little prayer and looked into the prince's eyes. He saw the betrayal by the prince and how the bear had cursed him. Then Varuchi turned to the king and the queen and narrated all that had happened in the forest. The prince also heard the whole story. Suddenly, his memory came back to him. He himself told the same story about how he had betrayed the kind bear who had befriended him. The moment he finished narrating the story, the prince was cured. He at once went to the forest and asked for forgiveness from the bear. The bear forgave him, and again they became good friends. So, this is the end of the story. Let us close this story session with a prayer. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.